welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Datia. We have with us Mr. Munjal Shah, MD at Paras Defence and Space Technologies, joining in. Welcome to the show, Munjal, and a pleasure to speak to you. Firstly, congratulations on the kind of response that we've already seen with regards to where the IPO goes. My first question coming to you on that is, how is the anchor book looking like?
Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. On the anchor, we closed with the anchors day before yesterday. We have on the anchor HDFC, we have Nippon, we have Ashoka, we have Abacus, and we have Saint Capital. So we have tried our best, and we have really worked very hard. And for this size of a company, all the best names possible. This is probably like a dream come true for us.
Right. So with this, if you could just help us understand and give us more details about the IPO, how much funds are we raising? What are we going to use the funds for?
So the IPO size approximately 170 crores. Of that, around 35 crores is capex. A small portion is also for OFS, and the rest is about 12 crore is for debt repayment, and the rest is for working capital.
Right.
And the general corporate fund.
Right. So in terms of 12 crores that we are using to pay the debt, how much will we be left with on the books?
So current term loan outstanding of the company is 35 crores. So out of from 35 we repay 12, so we'll be with less than 25 crores of term loan. This term loan is availed for all the equipments and the machinery that the company owns, and also the infrastructure that the company has set up. We have two big factories. They are owned by the company. So it's MIDC land where they say it is leased 99 years, but actually it is owned by the company.
Right.
So we have built a unique infrastructure and state-of-the-art machinery. So for that.
Right. So what does that take our debt to equity to?
Will be maybe less than 1.
Right. And overall, with regards to where capex is concerned, what is the kind of use that we're doing? Is it mainly working capital, or are we going to see expansion in terms of manufacturing and factory premises as well?
We are India's most popular optics manufacturing company, lenses manufacturing company, like the most popular. Today, you go to any night vision or thermal imaging device manufacturer, and you ask them who is your best bet for lenses in India. And all of them will say Paras Defence, Paras Defence, Paras Defence. So this is what we have created. And now we also do optics for space application. We are a part of, you can say, each and every Earth observation program of ISRO, also each and every interplanetary mission, each and every science mission that you will see getting launched. Okay, so we are already working on the optics, and we are working on the lenses. We have, because of the virtue of this manufacturing, and also because of the virtue of then having the design capability, and also making a complete lens assembly, we have got opportunity from the defense organization to build cameras along with them for space application. This camera is going to look down from 500 kilometers. Okay, like the best camera ever in the history of defense, like until today. Okay, like the highest specifications. So we are going to be now doing forward integration. We are going to be building complete systems, complete product. We are setting up an assembly unit where we will be able to assemble and test and qualify any kind of camera to a very great extent. A small camera to the largest possible camera required by our Indian space organization. The entire end-to-end solution will be done in this infrastructure from this capex. So now you can see like the capex value is not that great. Okay, it's reasonable. It's very, but with this, the value add that we will try to create will be much different and much higher.
Right. So with all of this, currently, if you go to see in terms of the different segments of business that we are operating in, what's the kind of revenue breakup that we are looking at?
See, optics will definitely be, our wish, our life revolves more around optics because, here we are getting into a complete product centric. And already we have a few products that we have orders and that we are working on. So our most of the activities will revolve around optical sites, and also we will be doing this business where we have no clash of interest with any of our customers. we will be doing only, or we are doing only what our customers don't want to. There are we have other people in India who are also manufacturing cameras, right? So
Correct.
whatever they don't want to do, or whatever they may not be able to do, that is the only area that we are touching upon. Otherwise, rest we will always be, very, very keen to service them, because they are the people who have brought us until here, and they are the people who have brought us here till date, or today. So here, more in the optics area. So we feel that majority of the revenues should be coming from optics manufacturing, optical assemblies, also small cameras, and also maybe large cameras. So this is where the majority of the revenue we hope to get from. Besides that, we have other verticals also. We are also into defense electronics, where we do complete control systems for naval programs and for army programs. So we do complete control system that you see, when you see a movie and in a warlike situation, people are there, they are looking on the screen, doing something down keyboard, or maybe on any equipment, any defense equipment or any equipment, there is electronics, right? So we are basically full control system, right? From design to manufacturing to also software to also integrating. So here we are working with all the big OEMs, all the top companies, and also we are doing very, very high-end computing systems. So today, we do very high-end computers also for these customers. So this also is a good vertical. Besides that, we are also into heavy engineering. This is the original business where I come from. And this is basically doing all sorts of mechanical systems and electromechanical systems. So this business also will be continuing, and this business also will be growing because we are working on very unique products here right now. Along with the defense labs, we are currently developing submarine periscope. Periscope is the eyes of submarine, right? Because when it has to come out, it has to see what's outside, and then only it can come out. So Paras Defense working very closely with the defense organization, and will be able to make this happen successfully. And with this, we will be able to be the first company in the country to have been able to indigenize. So this is where this is what we are wishing. This is where we are working. So this vertical is also good. They will also be keeping us busy. The new vertical of the company is electromagnetic pulse protection solution. It's the newest vertical. We started working on this business more than 5 years ago. We used to any electronic equipment has to be shielded. Okay, so the general ones require low level of shielding, very high ends require very high end of shielding. Electromagnetic, if I just give you one small example, it's like you create a blast in the orbit, and below that, whatever area it is going to cover, all the electrical and electronics below it will be finished. So you don't have to, you cannot refix it. You have to only redo it. So, if anything like this happens, we have no electricity in our homes, we have no car, we have no mobile phones, nothing. Until it is made new, you have to be waiting. So now this is also a big threat, and Paras Defense is the first and only Indian private company to be able to offer this solution turnkey, 100% indigenously. Okay, so it's the first company to be qualified and to be cleared to be able to offer this solution on turnkey basis. And there are a lot of sites in India which needs to be protected. A lot of our strategic assets need to be protected. So this is also a new vertical which has got added after working here for many years and proving step by step. Which, you don't get this overnight. You have to start working maybe 2 years ago, or maybe 5 years back, or maybe even 10 years ago. So to be very precise, on electromagnetic pulse, we started working in 2013-14. So from there, doing small bits of things like small parts, and then like small solutions. Okay, small solution to little bigger solution to the bigger solution, and today a complete solution. So all these 4 verticals, they are, just to give you a bit more, they are all with our own hard work. Okay, we have not got any hand holding, or we have no foreign partner to do this. Everything is self or homegrown. We work very hard here, working with people that we have, and then adding people, and also experimenting, and also doing a lot of R&D, and finally we are able to see this. So we do not depend on any outside company or any consultant or any foreign company for all these 4 verticals that we spoke about. They're all within the company's payroll, like say company's payroll. So we all are under, like all of these people who make this happen are under are working for Paras Defense.
Right.
If you ask, will
Yeah,
be
go
like,
on.
say optics, yes, optics centric, because we are working on several complete products where the potential is very high. We are also working on some drone cameras. So the drone cameras also are very futuristic. Drones is the future, and we are working on very need of the hour solutions for our country. So there also the volumes are, so the funnel for it, or the potential for it is good. So basically we will be not just one vertical centric, we will have all the verticals together. But yes, optics will be the driver, we feel, going forward.
Right. So taking this into consideration, the last I read was the order book stood at around 300 odd crores. How low? I mean, what's the kind of revenue visibility do we have in terms of 304 crores for how long?
No, see, the order book as on end June, in excess of 300 crores. This is end June. And we also have a strong funnel, because now we are forward integrator. We are offering turnkey solutions. We have been able to have success in something that we have been working on. So the funnel also is very important. And in 2020, there was not much of ordering happening because of COVID, right? So there's a good spillover, and so 2020, 2021, everything is clubbed together. So funnel is also very, very strong. And all these orders that we have, we have to, in the past, we have always had to execute this maybe in a year or a year and a half. So all I can say is whatever the order book we would have to execute it. So it's not like
correct. So 12 to 18 months is the kind of
soon.
So 12 to 18 months is the kind of turnaround that you have with regards to orders that you receive.
Yes.
Right. And overall, in terms of domestic versus international business, what's the revenue breakup looking like, and where are you seeing higher strength coming in for a Paras?
So we have currently, our local business that is with all the government organizations that are into defense, and all the private companies that are into defense, is around 85%. And we have around 15%. We have been having double-digit export, okay, approximately double-digit export year on year since quite some time. And also, and now currently our order book export-wise is also good. And we have now started exporting to US also. So we feel export also will be a good contributor. So Paras just does not depend, say if we want tomorrow, we can always, there is a possibility for us to scale up in the export market. Because today Paras is a international name in the optics market. Okay, so there are very few companies in the world who are known in the optics area, in the optics manufacturing, in the optical supplies. So Paras now is a recognized company there. So whenever there is an interest or requirement, we can always scale up more on the international side also. So it's a mix, and also we, in our business, we have also the possibility of choosing it. Okay. So, like, we are not really dependent on only one customer or one set of customers. It is mostly up to us with whom we want to. And if we decide 6 months before that this is how we should be now going forward, we have the possibility to make it happen to a very great extent.
Right. So with this, in terms of financials, over FY 18 to 21, we've seen a 14.5% CAGR fall in earnings and a 1.3% CAGR lower top line. Margins have remained in that range of 26 to 30%. Is this the kind of trend we're expected to continue, or do you think we could see a quick turnaround with regards to the CAGR growth over the next 2 to 3 years?
So last year, April, May, June, July, we were hardly producing. Okay. Hardly. We were just coming to keep our machines warm, because our machines are very, very high-tech machines, and very high electronic systems in it. So we have to come and ensure that the machines are warm. But we were hardly producing because of lot of limitations and restrictions. Whatever we have achieved last year is probably work of 7.5 to 8 months. Okay, but we did service the entire year. Okay, we were servicing anything and everything to fullest extent, and also on time. So whatever number you see last year is hard work of maximum 8 months.
8 months.
Okay. And also again in the month of March, again last week, and all, how it was this year. So it is maximum 8 months. So from that, you can see like how we have been able to do. And so this was only one time event. Okay. We have learned from this, and we have taken enough measures now that in future, or maybe and we have taken enough measures to hopefully be able to not have this situation. Okay, like how we will be able to do maybe different way and still try to meet our expectations or meet the expectations of everyone.
Right. And overall, in terms of where operating cash flow goes, do you think we could be positive in the coming years?
Yes, for sure, because
Right.
yes.
And very lastly, I know you can't give a lot of forward-looking statements. And Munjal, clearly in terms of milestones, what are we looking to cross in the next 2 to 3 years?
As I told you, like we have a very strong funnel, very strong funnel. Okay. Also, I forgot to mention, we have two very unique subsidiaries. We have of the few subsidiaries, we have two very unique subsidiaries. Okay. The first subsidiary is Paras Aerospace. It is drone company, exclusive drone company, and we offer full solutions. Okay, we just don't give you a drone and we say, okay, this is it. We give you a full solution. Like if you want complete surveillance of any big site, okay, we offer complete solution, a drone, a complete automatic charging station, and also along with that the camera, whichever type you want. Okay, so here, and a software wherein the entire surveillance will be done autonomously. Okay, it will not be done with the help of, with the pilot has to stand there and keep on moving the drone. No, it will happen autonomously. Very unique solution. So these are new subsidiaries, Paras Aerospace, where we have, besides something like this, so we have other solutions, like we have some very unique pocket size drone. Okay, you have some tubes like very small diameter, 40 millimeter, 1.5 inch, bit more. You have that tubes in your backpack, many of them, and you just pull out the tube, press the button, and the drone comes out. Is also weighing less than 250 grams, and the only and the most successful folding drone in the world. So we have exclusive partnerships with foreign companies where we are going to be building this drone in India and selling it in India or for the Indian market, and also going to be manufacturing it for their global markets, for their worldwide market. So there are some more tie-ups similar like this. I just gave you two examples. And this is our year 0 in our drone company.
Wow.
This is a year 0. And we have more partnerships. Okay. And you know, because of Paras Defense, it becomes very easy for our subsidiary to get partners.
Correct. So there's a lot of synergies between the subsidiaries as well.
And very strong, say, background of Paras Defense. And also, you know, and the customers, the connect is very easy because we are working with the same customers. So it helps here in a very big way. And we are working very hard in these subsidiaries. And we are wishing that these subsidiaries, or this particular subsidiary, the drone company, today it is year 0. And I think our ranking maybe outside 100. Okay. Our rank, because there are 100 drone companies, and if it is year 0, our ranking will be 101, right? Our wish. So it is like our wish. I'm not, this is a statement which is not forward. My wish, the company's wish is to be number 1, 2, 3 in 1 year's time.
Absolutely. And I think good luck for the same. Munjal, thank you so much for speaking to us as well. Congratulations once again for the fantabulous, response that we've got to the IPO as well. And good luck for the coming years. Thank you so much and stay safe.
Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.